those things should really help the crypto industry. Those things should really push people to want, the inflation should push people to want to hold a limited supply asset. This is not the first time we've been through this one of these things. And even in the bull markets, we have always had the mentality that Bitcoin can go 80% down. Actually, many companies, when we're in the bull market, it's just sort of expected that the bull market will continue indefinitely. Markets don't do that. Market goes bull, bear, just goes in cycles. So we understood that, and we just held a fairly large amount of cash reserves during the bull markets. Now it's actually the best time to hire talent. There's much more talent available in the pool now. And also, we have less other companies competing for the same talent with ridiculous salaries, compensation, etc. That didn't make sense. For retail investors, the first thing, of course, is to survive. So make sure that you have enough money that your lifestyle is not impacted. The second thing, if you have extra money, now is actually not a bad time. Well, different people use different strategies. I don't want to recommend any specific strategy, but some people like, micro seller, our cyber, they're buying now so that the average cost actually comes down. And if they can last for a few through this bear market, on the next bull market, they'll have more holdings. So, but for retail investors, it's the same. Like, focus on, my advice is always the same. Focus on a small number of projects that you know well. And if you know that the project is going to survive, you can tolerate the risk, by all means. And understand that tomorrow the market may go down even further. It may go up, it may go down. Nobody knows what's going to happen tomorrow. The inflation should push people to want to hold a limited supply asset. The more the world is divided, the more that the Bitcoin is a very global currency that actually shines. So the more those issues happen, the more people should need the advantages of crypto blockchain. Today, I think the burn is actually a very small part of the BNB ecosystem value. I think BNB's most value actually is derived from the DeFi world today. There are so many different use cases that people can use BNB for, and there's BNB staking on PancakeSwap. There's Venus, which is a stable coin. There's many different things that people can also use BNB to buy airline tickets, even coffee, etc. There's the Binance card. People can use BNB to pay for things. So I think the burn is only a small part of it now. At the beginning, the burn may be the burn may be a big part of it. And we have since changed the burn protocol to depend more on the activities on the BNB chain instead of revenues from Binance, etc. So that change was adopted. Bitcoin, I do think, is by far the most decentralized blockchain, cryptocurrency, etc. But if you look at Bitcoin mining, it's quite centralized. Like, the top two mining pools will control more than 51% of the mining power. If you look at Ethereum or BNB chain, you can still associate a founder with those two blockchains and many other blockchains. So Ethereum, in that sense, if Vitalik suggests some changes, most likely the community will go with his suggestion. For BNB, myself, we can still identify that. Even though I'm less technical, we probably do have the largest user base in crypto now. And also we probably hold custody of the largest funds of any single platform in crypto today. So all of those are type of centralizations. Where there is a line, where it's good or bad, it's very, very difficult to tell. And as you said, so for example, the most decentralized manner would be like everybody working for themselves. No company, no organization. In a decentralized world, any two people can choose to work together. When they choose to work together, that's centralization. But if we all work independently, are we able to achieve the maximum impact that we can achieve today? Probably no. If we didn't start an organization, if we didn't hire people to work on common goal, then Binance would not be able to onboard so many users into crypto. We would not be able to provide the kind of tools we could provide today for hundreds of millions of people that use them today. Are those centralization? Yes. Are those bad or good? I think so far we've done good. But in a decentralized world, you cannot prevent people from working together, right? So you're not supposed to interfere with other people as long as they're not harming you or not harming themselves. So centralization will naturally form. The goal we want to achieve is give people the freedom. We want to develop technologies that give people freedom, ease of use, low fees. So freedom, including permissionlessness. We want to be careful that we don't become overly centralized, overly big, overly monolithic. I think, number one is it's not like win or not, it's not succeed or not. Like we're all here persistently, consistently pushing forward. Sometimes a bit faster, sometimes a bit slower, depending on overall market conditions, macroeconomics, and other factors. But we're all here. We're not going anywhere. We're just consistently and persistently pushing this industry forward. So I think 10, 20 years from now, people will be using blockchain, crypto, the way they use the internet without mentioning it. So I think 10, 20 years, we will get there. 10 years might still be a little bit tough, to be honest. Even if you look at the internet today, when we talk about video conferencing, sometimes still doesn't work that well. Eventually, like people shouldn't be talking about blockchains. People shouldn't be talking about consensus, nodes, all this other geeky stuff. People should be like, hey, I'm sending you some money. Hey, I'm doing a fundraising globally. I'm selling my art globally. I'm gonna hire a trainer, fitness trainer in the metaverse. All of those things should come naturally and without mentioning any technology. We will get there. It's just a matter of time.